A man who does a terrific job for the Republican Party, Matt Schlapp. Where's Matt? Matt Schlapp. What a great guy he is. And a man who I just happened to catch about half of his speech. I got in, and I said, "Who's ripping it up there?" And it was a person named Don Trump Jr. And he's great. And he's great. You know, I have to tell this one story because he's sitting here, so I can tell. He's probably heard me tell it a couple of times, not much. But to show you how evil these people are. So Don went to great school. He went to the Wharton School of Finance, all this stuff, good student. He was great. He was no problem whatsoever. He's just a good young guy. And I decided to go into politics. I said, you know, life is too good. Everything's perfect. Let's screw up your life a little bit, okay? And so I take my family along with me, and you know, they've really suffered when you think of it, but they don't have any second questions or doubts because we have done so much for this country, and we can do more. We're going to do a lot more. But to show you how evil, so the Russia hoax turned out to be a total scam. Now the Times admits it, the Washington Post, everybody admits it. It was a scam, and we caught them. Eventually, we caught them. And they made up a story about Russia, that I was close to Putin, you know. And the only one that knew for sure that that wasn't true was Putin. He was saying, I never knew we knew each other so well. I'm the one that ended the pipeline, remember? I'm the one that put all the sanctions on Russia. He said, if you're close to me, I don't want to have you as an enemy. He did say that. But they said, Russia. And Schiff gets up. He goes to these meetings that are supposed to be secret. He goes in front of a microphone. No dummy, by the way. He's a bad human being. Very unattractive guy physically and inside also. See, they'll say, oh, you shouldn't say that about a person's appearance. In his case, I'll say it. I'll say it. And he gets up to the microphones, and he said, now he knows, think of this, him and Crooked Hillary and these people made up the whole Russia story. It was a story that was supposed to be a one-day story as an excuse for why she lost an election that everyone thought she was going to win, right? So it was a one-day story, but it mushroomed because of the fake news media, because they loved it, and they kept going, and then it got bigger and bigger. It got bigger and bigger. And I saw it even when I came down the escalator, young people in the campaign. Oh, sir, it's such an honor to meet you. Sir, may I ask you a question? What? Do you know anything about Russia? I said, not much. You know, I haven't done this too much. No, not too much. And then Marco, a couple of, and you were so great to me on that, by the way. A couple of other people would come up to me 2-3 months later. They'd say, sir, do you know anything about Russia? I'd like to know, sir. No, I don't. But after this question's asked of me about 6 times, I said, what the hell is going on with Russia? And it was a whole scam. But this was supposed to last right after, it was started by her campaign manager and Comey. But this was right after the election I had won, and they were embarrassed because they thought they were going to win, and she did things like not going to Wisconsin and, you know, minor things like that. But she didn't run a great campaign. Plus, people can't stand her. You know, that helps. It's always nice to be liked. Oh, did you see the poll that just came out? Women love Trump again. Did you see that? Just came out. I have to, you know, I have to interject every once in a while. I have to, you know what they'll say? He was on different subjects. Nobody can do what I do. I go here, I go there, and always get back to the right subject. But think of it. So this guy, Schiff, they made up a story. It was a fake story. They all knew it. And he goes up about a fine young guy named Don Trump Jr., goes before the microphones and said to a bevy of these fakers over here, he gets up to the mic and he said, Donald Trump Jr., the son of the President of the United States, will be going to jail for what he did with Russia. This kid knew nothing about Russia. Now think of this, how bad a person. He knew it was a scam. He knew it was a fake story. He knew that Hillary, him, and a bunch of sleazebags made the story up. And he's saying in front of the world that my son is going to jail for what he did, knowing it was a fake story. These are bad people. These are very dangerous people. And I also apologize to you, Don, because I got you into this mess, okay? All right? But he's strong and he handled it. I mean, he handled it. They had him in the Intelligence Committee for 28 hours. 28 hours. A guy named Burr, he always liked me, and I thought, I got him elected because when I won, I carried him over the line. Lousy politician from a great state, North Carolina. And all of a sudden he went bad, but they had him on something like insider trading. And there are those people that think he made a deal to get out of his problem on insider trading by going after Trump because he changed. But you know what happened? Marco Rubio happened. And Marco Rubio said, Donald Trump did absolutely nothing wrong. And if I did, he would not say that. And I won't forget that. And he became chairman. Marco became chairman when he said it. And Burr always liked me. You know, I heard just last night, they said Burr really liked you a lot, but he had no choice. He wanted to save his ass, okay? He wanted to save his ass, so he maybe made a deal. Of course, I say maybe because this way it's a little easier. Maybe made a deal, but I have a feeling that that could have happened.